All. I'm making a short recording coming from Friedrich Nietzsche on the genealogy of morals. There are many people out on the YouTube environment that try to say that Nietzsche does not have any vein of racism, that he actually refutes racism. And they try to cover up some of the ideas that Nietzsche had. Allow me to read from On the Genealogy of Morals, page 16 of the Oxford World Classics edition. I'm jumping right in the middle of a paragraph. The common man may be designated as having dark skin, above all, dark hair, as the pre-Aryan inhabitant of Italian soil, who was through color most clearly distinguished from the blonde, that is, Aryan race of conquerors who'd come to power. At least Gaelic offered me an exactly corresponding case. Finn, for example, in the name Fingal, the word characterizing the nobility which ultimately meant the good, the noble, the pure, but originally the blonde-headed, in contrast to the swarthy, dark-haired original inhabitants. The Celts, incidentally, were a thoroughly blonde race. It is a mistake to relate those areas of essentially dark-haired population, which are to be seen on the more carefully researched ethnographic maps of Germany, to any sort of Celtic origin and miscegenation, as Virchow still does. Rather, it is the pre-Aryan population of Germany which shows through in these places. The same is true for almost the whole of Europe. Essentially, the subjugated race was ultimately regained the upper hand in color, size of skull, perhaps even the intellectual and social instincts. Who can say whether democracy, the even more recent phenomenon of anarchism, and particularly that tendency, now common to all European socialists, towards the commune, the most primitive form of society, does not, for the most part, represent huge atavistic throwback? And that race of conquerors and masters, the Aryan race, now finds itself physiologically in an inferior position. I believe that I am entitled to interpret the Latin bonus as warrior, provided that I correctly derive bonus from the older donus, compare bellum equals delum, denlum, in which donus seems to be included. So bonus as a man of conflict, of division, as warrior. From this it is clear what a man's goodness consisted in ancient Rome. Our German Gut itself, should it not mean the godly, the man of godly race? And should it not be identical with the Goths Goten, the name of the people and originally of the nobility? The grounds for this hypothesis would be out of place here.